Chapter 18, sampling, distribution models. I burnt my tongue on my Hot Pocket and now it hurts.
That's in the video now, right?
Yes.
That's embarrassing. What kind of Hot Pocket?
Philly cheesesteak Hot Pocket.
Good, so
That's a
you're
thing?
you're a superior person. I thought you were gonna be like, you know what one that looks gross to me? I've never tried it. With the ham and cheese. Is it gross or is it good?
It's not bad.
Kenny likes it.
Georgia
Alright.
says it's the best one, and I
That's
don't
what Kenny
agree.
says, and I don't agree either.
It's not that good. I just don't like Hot Pockets, to be honest.
All right. A sampling distribution model
My shoulder.
lets us talk about how likely it is that we would observe
Oh, I misspelled talk. I can't
a
already
sampling
spell it.
proportion in any particular interval. Sampling distributions are based on the normal model
Why are you so fast?
and are specified by two parameters.
I was like, oh no, it's Mr. Love.
Thank you, Brandon.
Slam. Bet. Oh man. You didn't slam it. That was boring.
Mu is the mean. It is set at P, which is the population proportion.
Mine did that earlier. Like I was like, wow. And then I was like, oh no, what if my shoulder starts doing that all the time?
No.
It's gonna be mad at me if it does that. But once something pops once, it's just gonna
Well, we play the
keep
same sport, so it's inclined to happen to you if it happened to me.
It's true.
Ready?
going. Sorry.
P hat is the
No, bring back the hat. No. I did not miss that.
the observed proportion in a sample.
I don't know why. I'm in a really bitter mood. I'm sorry, you guys.
Are you though?
Am I? Yeah. I'm
Are you sorry?
Yeah, I'm sorry because it makes people dislike
Thank
me.
you for getting that,
Obviously. I'm sorry.
All right.
What is the word before proportion?
Population.
Observed?
Oh.
Which one?
Oh, I thought it said obscene. Do you get it? Do you get why I thought that, or am I crazy?
You're crazy.
I can see it.
Well, it would be obscened then,
Yeah, obscened.
Yeah.
which I don't even think is a word.
No.
All right. For the population proportion, make a note that this proportion means we are dealing with categorical data.
Isn't that the one we don't like?
That's the one that's like not quantities. It's like names of things and all that.
That's lose a neck.
Okay.
Keep on doing that.
The standard deviation of p hat is equal to the square root of npq divided by n. Or we can say the square root of pq over n.
Ooh.
And unless you're really concerned as to why that's true, I would not ask because I don't want you to get confused.
I will get confused anyways.
By what?
Don't
I don't
ask
know.
it.
I don't care. To be honest, when the math tells me something, I'm like, yep, it's math. I don't know why it is, it just is.
I hate when things are like that. I don't like blindly accepting things.
I'm really good at it.
That's not true.
What do I not blindly accept?
Things like, why does this have to happen?
Oh.
Why does practice have to be from this time to this time?
Okay. That's
Yeah,
because
have
it
you ever
affects
listened
me.
to yourself talk?
Stop. That's because it affects my day, and then I get a little salty about it.
But it's still.
I know why practice is at 9 this week.
Maddie, I have a question.
Oh, I can't see that.
Are you helping them set up today
Yeah.
for homecoming?
No, I can't. 'Cause I have tennis. Do you want me to do that instead?
Well, no, I would rather you be at tennis practice, but I've been told by some other people that they're not coming to tennis practice because they're going to help set up. But
Not
I was
me.
under the impression that if you had practice, you were supposed to go to practice.
Not me. I'm going to practice.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're supposed to go to practice.
I didn't even know setting stuff up was
Well, good. Then you're coming to practice.
Well, isn't it SCA reps?
Yeah.
I am an SEA.
He's an SEO rep.
Oh.
I feel like 3 of the positions.
Who's not going?
In our class.
Nathan.
Nathan. What the heck?
That I was very
Oh,
confused
get it
about.
back together.
That makes sense, though. He's
I'm gonna be late.
Miss Patton is probably like.
There's a good chance.
Mrs.
because
Patton
apparently
understands. She told
last
me
night
that
my
I'm going.
parents were
That I
like,
have to
"Hey,
go to practice if I have
You
practice.
do know you have to take your brother
So-
to baseball tomorrow, right? And I was like,
Are you gonna have to set up tomorrow?
no.
On
No
Saturday.
one told me
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, tomorrow's on Saturday.
But I should be able to.
Yeah. I'm just
get
saying after
down and
practice.
back.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I might be like 5 to 10 minutes late.
Okay.
Well,
Where are you going?
Yeah.
Just down to like Hampton.
Down to Hampton?
Yeah.
It's 20 minutes. Both one way.
Okay, I have a question. I have a question. This is really off topic.
Oh, yeah.
Practices are Tuesdays and Thursdays again, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Because I put on my schedule for, like, job applications that I'll probably be able to work most Monday nights and or Friday nights.
Yeah,
But
there's like
with
3
occasional
Mondays
ones that I work.
/ Fridays that we have
Yeah.
something, and 1 Saturday all day.
Okay, that's the tournament one. Okay.
All right, so we're checking conditions again. Randomization is data gathered randomly. Surprise.
Whoa.
The 10% condition still applies.
I remember that one. That was like less than 10% of the population.
N is to be less than or equal to 10% of the population.
Look at me. I'm doing so good.
3, the success failure. At least 10 of each. So N times P is to be greater than 10. N times Q has to be greater
Are we
than
gonna go over our test today?
or equal. Yeah, we will.
I don't know where that went. Dang it.
You just said
I literally just got it.
Is that what you just said?
Dang it. I know where all the other quizzes and stuff are. I put them in my exam binder, but I don't know. Huh. I put it somewhere safe. I always do that.
Mm-hmm.
You totally do. I found it. It's not somewhere safe. I just shoved it into my backpack.
Just so you have it up here, because I have this written in 2 different places in my notes. Mu of P hat is equal to P, and standard deviation, or well, we already did standard deviation.
Mu of P hat.
Okay, so standard deviation of P hat is this. Mu of P hat is this.
You know you sleep on your neck wrong like one night and then your neck is like broken for the next week.
All right, this next concept is a big deal.
Oh.
I see.
Alright, it's in a special color now.
How much room do I need to have?
8 pages.
This thing is like, for me it was 5 lines, but for
Yeah,
most
but,
people
like-
probably like 4. Oh, in general?
Yeah. Like half a page.
There's, yeah, you should be fine. There's not that much more that I'm gonna put on there.
Okay, cool. I have this much space.
Let me see. I think
I'll be fine.
The sampling distribution of any mean becomes more nearly normal as the sample size grows. The only conditions are observations are independent, and observations are collected with randomization. And just to note that this mean here that we're talking about is for qualitative data.
Oh. Why does it happen so much?
I don't know. Happens more when I write a lot.
That makes no sense.
Yeah, I don't really know.
Like, writing is a very not big task.
Well, it's because you're like slightly moving your arm, and
I think it's because it's like basically like stuck in this position.
and then like it's like sort of kind of moving, so it's like I need to like go, you know.
Yeah.
What did I just write? Qualitation?
Wow. What was the purpose of that? Me? I don't know.
All right. Central limit theorem.
This is really a lot to write this time.
Well, it's just there's some things that, so sometimes in the examples I will re-emphasize some of these things, but in this particular set I didn't. So I was like, well, we might as well just write them.
True.
So
If we didn't know it, we'd all be like.
there's like this and then maybe one more like little thing that we'll write. So
So, yeah, never mind. I forgot what I was gonna say. That was probably irrelevant.
all right. So the mean of a random sample is a random variable whose sampling distribution can be approximated by the normal model. The larger the sample, the better the approximation will be. Okay, and the conditions, there's still conditions for these, but they're essentially the same, so we're not going to rewrite them.
Are you writing something else?
Yes.
I was only asking
think that's good enough.